You guys are banging on my window and just surrounding my car. And they didn't care. They continued to bang. They ignored everything I said, and they broke my window and they dragged me out.
George Redis, a U.S. citizen and Army veteran, recalling the details of his arrest by ICE agents during a raid in Camarillo last month. The 25-year-old was jailed in downtown L.A. without access to a phone or legal counsel. L.A. Times reporter Jessica Garrison wrote that Redis plans on taking legal action over his detention. Jessica, thanks for being here. Tell us who George Redis is and how he ended up getting caught up in an ICE raid.
Absolutely. So George Redis is a 25-year-old. He's an Army vet. He served in Iraq. He's father of two, and he grew up in Ventura. And he had a job when he got out of the Army working as a security guard at Glass House Farms, which is a big cannabis operation in Ventura County. And he was driving to work on July 10th. He wasn't really paying attention to the news. He was ready for his daughter's birthday party the next day, and he ran right into an ICE raid, and he was detained.
Well, not only detained, he was handled in a way that is sort of shocking, Jessica, in reading your story. Tell us what happened to him.
Well, he was pulled out of his car. He was pepper sprayed. The window of his car was broken. He was taken to the ground and he was arrested, even though he kept saying, "I'm an American citizen. I'm an American citizen."
Did they not one time say, well, show us your papers or show us your driver's license or ask for any verification? Or was it just all systems go, we're not going to pause until we get you in jail?
I don't know the exact details of everything that happened, but he was detained.
And what happened once he was taken into police custody there?
He was taken from Ventura County into downtown Los Angeles, where he was first in a cell with some other people. And then he was extremely distressed, and someone decided to put him on suicide watch. And so then he was in another cell.
I was in a normal cell the very first night. And Friday morning is when I went on suicide watch. And I was in a cell. And I was on suicide watch from Friday morning to the point where I was released.
And meanwhile, his family had absolutely no idea where he was, and they were absolutely panicked, and they were going on local TV news, kind of crying and saying, "We don't know what happened. Where is he?"
His wife's been trying to call and ask where he is. They don't know where he is. Apparently, no one associates with nobody. So now we don't know what to do. We're just asking to let my brother go. He's a U.S. citizen. He didn't do anything wrong. He's a veteran, disabled citizen. It says it on his car.
And he was locked away in a cell without the ability to make a phone call or talk to a lawyer or say anything about where he was or what was happening to him.
And not only that, they didn't let him wash the pepper spray off of his face or change clothes?
He said that that he did not shower, that he still had, pepper spray and same clothes, for days.
What has ICE said?
So after 3 days, he was released. And as he tells it, some people came to his cell and said, "You're going home," and then let him go. In a statement, the Department of Homeland Security said that he'd been arrested and that he'd been released. They also said he had not been charged, and that they were sort of reviewing the idea of charges. And then they later said to CNN that they would not be charging him.
It doesn't seem to matter to him that charges weren't filed. The way he was treated seemed very offensive to him. He said he felt like his civil rights were violated, and he's considering a lawsuit.
That is correct. He said he's publicly called for an investigation into how this could have happened to him, and has said that he kind of wants to speak on behalf of lots of people who have been caught up in these raids and may not be able to file suits because they're not citizens and aren't safe to do so, and that he intends to file a lawsuit.
Jessica Garrison writing about a U.S. citizen detained by ICE. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching our YouTube channel. For more stories in your communities, click the subscribe button right here. You can also download our app or watch us on TV for the latest information, balanced coverage, weather updates every 10 minutes, and more. We'll see you then.